Hi, my name is Kim Hofstra, and I'd like to share with you what I learned this week from our text, Learning from the Stranger, Christian Faith and Cultural Diversity by David Smith. In the first chapter, Smith gives the biblical account from Genesis 20, 1 through 18, where Abraham and Sarah are entering a foreign land. Smith uses this text to demonstrate the shortcomings of Abraham and how he handles the cultural diversity that he's encountering. This topic is extremely relevant for today's world. I agree with Smith that fear, power, knowledge, and perspective all play a significant role in how we get along and understand one another. As an education professor at Cornerstone University, the courses that I teach all focus on the importance of understanding the cultures within our classrooms in order that we can effectively communicate and work with our families in order to better educate their children. I found it interesting that Abraham had a fear being in the foreign land. In the classroom, you would think that maybe it would only be the parent that would have that fear as they're entering the classroom. But the reality is that when the teacher and parent are meeting for the first time, there are anxieties on both sides. The second thing was that Abraham felt a sense of powerlessness. It would be understandable that our families might view the teacher as being the one in control. So therefore, we need to help establish partnerships with our families in order that we can level the playing field to be able to build community within our classrooms. Abraham also had some incorrect assumptions about the people of the land that he was in. When we have families that come into the classroom, it's important that we take time to get to know them, that we communicate that we desire to understand their experiences, their backgrounds, their traditions, and their cultures, again, so that we can continue to work together in order to help that child to be successful in the classroom. Finally, perspective is so important. Abraham, in this story, limits his faith in God. I'm thankful to be a Christian educator in which I know that I can continually trust in God to guide me as I work to embrace and celebrate and show value and respect to all of the families and children that I come in contact with. And this is something that I want to pass on to future teachers. As I was thinking about the theory that might match well with this, I was reminded of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I think that this would be a great model that could be used in helping us to break down the walls and barriers between different cultures. First, we need to make sure that everyone's basic needs are being met. Then there's that level of safety, that they would feel safe in the environments that they're in. We also need to create a sense of belonging and love. This is something that we spend, these two actually, both safety and belonging, are two areas that we spend a lot of time discussing in the classroom with the education students, and how we can actually create environments in which children can feel valued and accepted. And it's by making sure that our classrooms have a variety of materials that reflect the cultures that are within our walls. When we're able, we can continue to go on up this hierarchy, and we will find that children have a higher sense of self-esteem, and some may actually attain self-actualization. I loved how Smith wrapped up this chapter in talking about that Abraham was sent to this foreign land to be a blessing. I recently shared with my education students a verse from 2 Corinthians 9, verse 8, which says, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things, at all times, Having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. When we look up to our Heavenly Father, He is able to give us exactly what we need in order that we can go out and embrace and celebrate the diversity that's within our world. Thank you.